NASA's Spitzer and Swift space telescopes have found a rare brown dwarf in our solar system. These elusive objects have baffled scientists for quite some time. The discovery could provide new information about how they came into existence. RT's Brigida Santos is live tonight in our LA studio. Brigida, for our audience tonight, let's get clarification. What is a brown dwarf?
Ed, a brown dwarf is believed to be the missing link between stars and planets. Now, they have a mass up to 80 times that of Jupiter. This particular dwarf is about 30 to 65 times the mass of Jupiter. Now, less than 1% of stars that are the size of our sun have a brown dwarf orbiting within a distance 3 times that of the distance between our sun and Earth. This dwarf is more special because they believe that it's actually closer than that in an area that they typically refer to as the brown dwarf desert. This means that that desert may not be as dry as they had initially thought that it was. And the reason why it's important for scientists to observe these objects is because they are further away from the sun, which makes them much easier to do research on. Now, the lead author of this study says, quote, "We want to understand how brown dwarfs form around stars and why there is a gap in where they are found relative to their host stars." Back to you, Ed.
Well, assignments, I understand, have been updated for astronauts headed into the International Space Station next year. What's the latest on that?
So crew members have been reduced. Russia has decided to send fewer of its cosmonauts into the ISS. Typically, Roscosmos, the Russian space station, has sent 3 astronauts. It's now sending 2, which does mean that all of the missions that are planned are going to be short 1 member. Russia has offered to sell the vacant seat to NASA, but it's unclear whether NASA will take up that offer. And this does not mean that Russia is getting out of the space game or slowing down even. In fact, they are planning to launch a new segment of the ISS next year or in 2018, depending on when it's actually finished. And at that time, they're going to be sending additional crew members up to the ISS. But right now, it's really about cutting costs for them and saving money. Now, the first ISS mission of 2017 is scheduled to take place in March. And during that time, they are going to send Russian cosmonaut Fyodor Yurchikhin, who is going to act as the commander, along with 1 member of NASA, astronaut Jack Fisher. And from there, about 4 other ISS missions will take place between May and November of next year, Ed.
All right. Brigida Santos reporting tonight from Los Angeles. Thanks, Brigida.
Now, what I'm going to show you here is the approximate position of the Nibiru and its 7 planets coming in. Because this is apparently a genuine photograph, in the center there with this red with the black dot and the what appears to be a planet up to the left. It's coming in, this photograph, what I'm going to show you on Stellarium, is set up for Hobart, Tasmania, south of Australia. And you'll see Jupiter. Now, if you just notice around here, the stars aren't that numerous. And I think what's happening is that the light coming from the distant stars are being absorbed into the rear of the magnetic field because the light is being bent. I mean, light is bending in space all the time. In the old cathode ray tubes, which is the old television sets, that's how a television set works. You bend the light electrons coming at the screen. So I'll now go over to Stellarium and show you the same scene, basically. So there's Jupiter there. We'll pull that over. So in this area here is where I was showing you. Now I'm going to show you what happens when we get out and away from that spot that I've determined where this is going to be, and you'll see how the light comes on. And then as we go back towards where I think that the Nibiru object is the lights go out, so I go back again, the lights go on. So the light is being bent and absorbed by the Nibiru object. So we'll go up now towards Taurus, which is up here, and you'll see the light comes on again. There's Taurus there. The light's going off now. So possibly this hasn't been noticed by the authorities. I'll just go up again. Now she comes on again. Come back down. Jupiter just goes off screen. Now we'll go left and right. Give it some perspective. Light comes on, off. The light comes on again. So it would appear to be around this area here. Not to say that it is, but it appears to be that's where the effect is occurring. Now, it could be behind Jupiter itself. It could be over this area here, but somewhere in this general vicinity. So that's just a little update on what I've been able to determine could be a possible indication where it is coming in from. And of course Castor and Pollux down here is the twins, first and second coming. So I'll talk to you later.